families settle into new school year routines, many parents are seeking meaningful ways for their children to learn and grow outside the classroom. With such a wide range of extracurricular options available, it can be really challenging to know which activities help kids thrive. This fall, Scouting America is spotlighting the Cub Scouts program, a hands-on experience designed to build confidence, problem solving, and teamwork through engaging projects and outdoor adventures. With flexible programming, Cub Scouts easily complements other extracurriculars like sports, allowing kids to explore new interests and develop essential life skills. Joining me with more is President and CEO of Scouting America, Roger A. Crone. It is so great to meet you.
Great to meet you, Al.
So let's get right on into it. What life skills do kids gain from Cub Scouts that they may not get in schools?
Yeah, we were a 115-year organization. We've had a lot of time to develop these really impactful programs. Schools are terrific about teaching book learning and math and history and English. What we do is we put kids together with kids in a social environment, usually outdoors, and then we present them with problems and challenges, and they need to work together, right? They need to build a team solution. They learn self-respect, they learn empathy, they learn to listen to other kids' ideas. They learn to work together to achieve something, and it's really reflective of the skills that we believe they'll need when they grow up and become adults.
So how does the program work for families balancing school, sports, and other activities?
Families have always been busy. When I was a scout, I did 3 sports. I was active in my church and my community. And our program, I like to say, is great as your number 1 or your number 2 or your number 3. And that means we have built flexibility into our program. You don't have to make every meeting. You don't have to make every camp out. You can catch up, you can skip, and our volunteers understand that in many ways kids are busier than ever, and our program needs to be flexible. But on the other hand, kids also need to learn to be multitaskers, to prioritize, to plan ahead. And if you know you're going to have a meeting on Wednesday afternoon and you need to do homework, well, maybe you ought to do that homework on Tuesday. And kids now, they're good at multitasking. And when they can set their sights and they can see what their week looks like, then they can prioritize and they can do what's necessary. Busier than ever, but so are adults. And learning how to handle multiple priorities as a youth will prepare them for the life ahead as an adult.
Oh, absolutely. And of course, you are known for those outdoor activities. So what opportunities does Cub Scouts provide for the outdoorsy person?
Right. We've evolved the Cub Scout program really because of the demand that we've had for families. When I was a Cub, we did mostly indoor activities, but now the camps that we have camps all over the country, some great camps in Indiana, and we now have what we call like Cub World at camp. And so we built a fort, or we've built a castle or a simulated ship, and we have outdoor activities on the weekends. So you can do a mom and me or a dad lad on a Saturday. We do have some overnight experiences now at the Cub Scout level, but we're taking advantage of the facilities that we've got. By the way, we have over 550 camps across the country, many in the state of Indiana, so that kids can experience, they can go out in nature, they can do a nature walk, they can, if you will, get dirty and experience the outdoors. And that's what kids want. That's fun for them, and getting kids in a fun activity allows us, right, to teach them those skills that they need later in life. And if people want to join, we have a great website called beascout.org. There's an AI chatbot out there that will answer questions for parents who want to learn more about scouting and want to learn about a unit that's near them.
And so you kind of hit on it a little bit earlier, kind of looking ahead. How does scouting really help prepare kids for challenges they will face later in life?
Yeah, we use something called the patrol method. We use youth to teach youth, and our programs are based on developing leadership, character, and citizenship. And they learn these problem-solving group skills, right? And they become self-starters. They learn how to persevere, they learn how to achieve, right? And I touched on it earlier, but this idea of how to work together with your peers and with people who are maybe not identical to you, that's so important today. And that's what we offer in our programs. And, we that youth who go through scouting are better adults and better leaders in society later on.
So if people are interested in learning more about the Scouts, maybe even finding their local troop, how can people do that?
Yeah, beascout.org is our webpage. We have an AI chatbot that will guide you through that. You can learn more about our programs. You can find a unit that's near where you live. Please go visit. You can sit in the back of the room and kind of watch what happens, make the decision whether our programs are right for both your child and your family. Clearly, I think our programs will fit really, really well. Scouting made a big difference in my life, and I know it'll make a difference in your child's as well.
Well, Roger, this was really great information. Again, getting kids outdoors, getting them involved in their community is certainly a really great starting point for them. So thank you so much for stopping by Great Day Live this morning.
Great, Elle. Thank you so much. Thanks for the time.